What's going on YouTube? Titus here with another Master Duel deck video. We're playing Salamangreat, the deck that got me back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in early 2019. And I just gotta say, this deck is so much fun to play, even if it's not completely optimized in Master Duel. So here is my deck list. I will point out some things that are not optimal right now. And then kind of tell you what to play if you really want to play this deck. But I am playing one DD Crow for one interruption because I needed an extra 39 slot. This could be Upstart Goblin, quite honestly, but I like DD Crow. If you draw it and you hit their Eldlich or their Alpha, it's really good. We're playing Microcoder because we're playing the transcode package, like the code talker package. What Microcoder does is you can link summon with it from your hand. And then if you do that and you summon a Code Talker monster, you get to search a Signet spell or trap. So you can search Signet Mining, or you can search the trap card Signet Conflict, which is basically a roar, but banishes the card instead if you have a Code Talker on the field rather than a Salamangreat monster. So if your ending board is like Transcode Talker and then Sunlight Wolf, and you have Roar Signet Mining or Signet Conflict set or Rage Signet Conflict set, you have a Negate Banish and a Pop 2 or another Negate. So I really like Microcoder at 1. It can be searched off a debug, but it's up to you. This could be just another hand trap, to be quite honest with you. We're playing 3 Max C, 3 Ash Blossom because it's necessary in Master Duel. I think if you're not playing Max C, you're going to be frustrated with how many games you're actually losing, I think. But then we're playing 3 Buffalo. This card is great. I think this card is better than Debug, in my opinion. You summon it. When it leaves the field and hits the graveyard, you can discard a Cyberus monster, then you get to draw 2 cards. So if you summon this, link summon into Salamangreat Banelinks, activate Buffalo Chainlink 2, Buffalo Chainlink 1, Banelinks Chainlink 2, grab the Sanctuary, discard a card, a Cyberus card, and draw 2 more cards. It's really, really good to keep combos going. It's just a fantastic card in general. Plus, it's the Fire Cyberus monster that helps you facilitate your plays. We have 3 Foxy. 3 Foxy is mandatory, not for its first effect. Its first effect is Reveal 3 when it's summoned at a Salamangreat. It's for the second effect. The second effect activates Engrave. And so what can happen is what it does is if there's a face-up spell or trap card on the field, you can discard 1 Salamangreat card, summon this card, and then if you do, destroy 1 face-up spell or trap card. So it gets around Imperial Order, it gets around Skill Drain, it gets around... Oh, I had someone activate... what is the Secrets of the Village, Hidden Village? The Spellcaster one, where I can't activate my spells unless I have a Spellcaster monster. It just gets around so many things, and people don't really expect this card to happen. So it's a really good card. I recommend playing 3. It's just another good normal summon, or it's really good for the discard off of Buffalo, then discarded another card to summon it for another level 3. Fantastic card. 1 Gazelle. Please bring this card to 3 so I can just play this deck all the time and not ever have to worry about it. Gazelle is the heart and soul of the deck. If a Salamangreat monster was sent to the graveyard, she can just activate in hand to special summon and then Foolish Burial any Salamangreat card. So you can either Foolish Burial the Jaguars, the Falcos, or the Trap cards, whatever your position in, to go ahead and facilitate more plays. It's just insanely good card. Heart and soul, it does everything the deck needs it to do. Then we're playing 3 Spinny. Again, a really, really good card. Another one to get to Banelinks and then summon itself up, and it's a wolf by itself. It's a Splash Mage by itself if you have another Engrave. It's just a really good card. If it's in your hand and you control a Salamangreat monster, you can discard it. The Salamangreat monster gains 500 attack, and then you can special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field if you control a Salamangreat monster. So, really good card. We're playing a Lady Debug. It searches all your deck. It searches a level 3 or lower Cyberus monster. Usually it searches Microcoder, or it searches Gazelle, depending on what you're looking at. You have 1 Falco. This card overperforms. This card's so good. If it's sent to grave, you can set 1 spell or trap card. that says Salamangreat on it. Or you can bounce one monster from your field to the hand to special summon this card. So I use it a lot for bouncing Gazelle back to hand and then summoning Falco so that I can keep Gazelle in my hand for keep resource cycling. It's a really good card that people underestimate. I'm playing 2 Jaguar, 1 Foul. Jaguar also part of the really heart and soul of the deck because it shuffles back 1 to summon to a zone a Salamangreat Link monster points to. So really good for recycling your wolves, really good for recycling Baylynxes and what have you to keep facilitating your plays, and it's just a combo extender. I play 1 Foul. This card is kind of okay. It special summons if you normal or special summon another Salamangreat card, so it can chain block a Gazelle. But other than that, it's just kind of here for an extra monster. It's another rank 4, but you don't really need it if you're playing the 3 Parallel Exceed. I'm playing the 3 Parallel Exceed for link climbing into access code, transcode, or to summon a Bagooska if our hand is not very, very good and kind of lock them out for a turn so that we can recoup our plays. But basically what Parallel Exceed does is it summons to a zone a link monster points to and then turns it to a level 4 and special summons another level 4. And then you can overlay into Bagooska or Abyss Dweller if you have an Abyss Dweller. Playing 1 Regeki, 1 Lightning Storm. If we go second, we need a way to kind of break the board apart. Really good, just generic cards. We're playing the 1 Field Spell of the Sanctuary. We're playing 2 Will. It's Monster Reborn or Soul Charge for Salamangreat monsters. This card's crazy. Then we're playing the 3 Circle, which... Please, again, just bring Circle to 3 in the TCG and bring Gazelle to 2, at least, in off 3. Because this deck is being power crept. I don't think there's any reason to not have Gazelle at 3. But Salamangreat Circle basically adds a Salamangreat monster from your deck to your hand, but it's also its other effect is really good that some people don't understand, is that you can do all your plays, and if you don't send a trap card off of Gazelle and you want to add back another card with Wolf, add back Circle, set Circle. That way, when they try to target your Wolf that was made with a Wolf, with the whole reincarnated link summoning, you can flip it and then they can't target it with card effects. So I had someone try to do an Eldlich on me, and I just flipped this over, and then Eldlich didn't send the Wolf to grave. So it's a really good card. I like Circle a lot because of both effects. So remember that it does have 2 effects. You have 1 Imperm because I have been a silly boy and haven't crafted more of them. 2 Rage, 1 Roar. As I said, the Signet Conflict is good for also this trap lineup. Rage is target 1 Salamangreat reincarnated summon link monster. Pop the link rating. So if you reincarnate a Wolf, you can pop 2. If you reincarnate a Heat Leo, you can pop 3. Or you can just send 1 from hand or field and destroy any card on the field. Where the second effect, which is the target, the link summon, can only pop your opponent's monsters. This one, sending 1, can destroy any card on the field, which is pretty good. Then we're playing 1 Judgment. This should be cut, in my opinion. This doesn't do anything. It doesn't come up. I never see it at 1. There's no reason to have this card. It should be maybe another Microcoder, maybe another DD Crow, some other kind of impactful hand trap, maybe Bell. Change out the DD Crow and the Judgment for 2 Bells potentially to be combined, or maybe another debug or something. This deck is missing Signet Minings because I don't like that Signet Mining is an ultra rare in this game. So I didn't invest in the Signet Minings, but really you could cut DD Crow, Judgment, and the Foul, or 1 Parallel Exceed and play the 3 Signet Mining. Just to facilitate more plays. It would make the deck way more consistent. But that's what I'm playing. So in the extra deck, we're playing Estalio, 2 level 3s. You detach to special summon. Usually you use this to summon Gazelle or Jaguar. But then you can only activate fire monster effects, so remember that. And then if it's link summoned, if you use it as material to link summon a Salamangreat monster, it bounces, which is pretty good. People forget about that. Playing 1 Bagooska, I like Bagooska. I think Bagooska is good in a best of 1. It stops Drytron. It stops Eldlich from doing stuff because it sends them to defense. It stops Tri-Brigade. It puts them to defense. It's just really good. It can even stop. It can slow down Blue Eyes White Dragon players and stuff like that because it just sends everything to defense, and then you can just pop off in your next turns. I really like it. Should be probably playing Abyss Dweller, to be completely honest with you. This Pyro Phoenix should probably be a Abyss Dweller as well, because it's just really, really good. We're playing 3 Banelinks because you need it. It searches the field spell, and it's a Link 1. Any Link 1 in any archetype is insanely good. We're playing 1 Code Talker for the Signet Conflict package. This could be the Abyss Dweller, or probably the other Wolf, to be completely honest with you. You don't need this card, but sometimes it helps. We're playing the Update Jammer for the Transcode Access Code OTK line. Basically, when it's used as Link material, it can activate its effect, and then the Link monster can attack twice. So you can do the line, and it's pretty cool. We're doing Sunlight Wolf. Card's insane. When it's reincarnating Link Summon, it activates effect. It adds a spell or trap, a Salamangreat spell or trap. And then if a monster is summoned to a zone it points to, which is your opponent's zone or your zone, it adds another one back. So usually you summon Jaguar to add back the Gazelle. We're doing a Splash Mage to facilitate some access code lines. When it's 2 Cyberus monsters, you activate its effect. And then it can special summon a level 4 or lower, or is it just target a Cyberus monster? Yes, that can be in defense position. So it has to be an Exceeds or Synchro or a monster with a level. It can't be a Link monster because the Link monsters can't go to defense. So, and then we have Transcode Talker. Card's nuts. Card's absolutely insane. It has the co-link stuff where it gains 500 attack and it can't be targeted. That can come up. It can be a good thing to end on. But also its effect is it can special summon another Link 3 or lower Cyberus Link monster, and then you can climb into access code is what it's used for. We're playing 2 Heat Leo. It bounces back row, and it makes attacks smaller. Basically, when it's reincarnated, you target a card in your grave. You make its the monster that you target, that monster's attack in your grave. So pretty good for that. Pyro Phoenix, because I don't have the other cards for it right now. And so Pyro Phoenix is here just to fill, but it's not a bad card. It's 3,000 attack. It's kind of cool. And then you can target a Link monster in your opponent's grave or a special summon it to your opponent's field. Not really useful. But if a Link monster is special summon to your opponent's field, you can target one of those monsters and inflict damage to your opponent's equal to the monster's original attack. So, kinda neat, I guess. You can do a burn thing to kill people. People don't necessarily see that. So it can be kind of funny. Also, if it's reincarnated linked, if you actually want to play 2 of these, if it's reincarnated linked with a Pyro Phoenix, it destroys all cards on your opponent's side of the field. So kind of cool. And with that, let's get into a game. And so this is a game I played earlier. We are playing Salamangreat versus Eldlich, and we opened pretty dang good. We're going to activate Salamangreat Circle, see if we can bait any kind of interaction. They don't have any, so we're going to go ahead and grab this Gazelle. We're going to normal summon Buffalo, Link summon Buffalo for the Banelinks. Activate Banelinks Chainlink 2, Buffalo Chainlink 1, Chainlinks resolve backwards, so we're going to go ahead and add the field spell, discard one of our Cyberus in our hands to draw 2. And we draw 2 Parallel Exceed. Cool. Cool. It's fine. Because we discarded a Foxy, Salamangreat went to grave, so we get to go ahead and activate Gazelle. We're going to activate Gazelle's effect. We're going to send Rage. We're going to activate our Sanctuary. We have the Foxy activate, so we're going to discard Jaguar. We're going to Exceed Summon into Stalio, activate Stalio's effect by discarding, and then go into our Wolf with the Falco that we summoned off the Stalio. We're going to activate to set the circle, reincarnate Link Summon the Wolf, go ahead and activate Jaguar, shuffling back the Wolf, and then activate Sunlight Wolf effect to grab the Gazelle. Activate Sunlight Wolf's last effect here to go ahead and set the Rage. And that's our turn. This should have been more hand traps. Usually you draw hand traps off of the Buffalo, but apparently we didn't. They're going to activate Pot of Prosperity. Banishing 6 tells me they're going to play Eldlich, so they reveal 6 here. Judgment's scary. Reasoning, not so good. Summon Limit, scary. And Dynamiscus. They go ahead and grab the Summon Limit, which kind of sucks for us, but we're doing fine, really. They're going to activate Eldlich here. They're going to discard the Sanguine to target the Wolf, but we're going to activate the Circle, target it so it can't be affected by monster effects. They're going to chain Sanguine. Doesn't matter to us, really. We don't care. They're going to chain Sanguine, set Conquistador. It doesn't matter. They're going to send another card. They're going to send one to summon. And this is a bit where the Eldlich player kind of messes up here, but it's not that big of a deal. They were gonna have to set their cards eventually, and we held our rage. So they go ahead and attack into our wolf. I forgot to mention that Banelinks can do the battle destruction or just card destruction on all of your Salamangreat monsters. So if they Regeki you or Lightning Storm you, you can discard Banelinks. It protects all of them. In the end phase here, we're going to go ahead and activate Rage. We're targeting Wolf. We're going to destroy the 2 back row. They're going to activate Conk to get a Sanguine. It doesn't matter because that's all their interaction. This is game. There is nothing they can do about it. We draw a turn. We draw for turn. We're going to activate Sunlight Wolf here. We're going to grab Rage back. We're just going to try and get some stuff. We're going to send our Link Summon to Stalio and Wolf to summon Wolf. Activate Stalio. Bounce back. And Chain Gazelle. So Gazelle is going to resolve here. We're going to summon Gazelle. Bounce back with Mirage Stalio because it's used as Link material. Activate Gazelle's effect. Go ahead and send Spinny just in case we need it. Activate Falco. Bounce back the Gazelle. Link 2 into Update Jammer. Activate Sunlight Wolf to add back the Wolf. Link 2 into Transcode Talker. Activate Transcode Talker's effect to summon back the Update Jammer. And we're going to link here into Access Code. This forces out something for them to do. We're going to activate Update Jammer so it can attack twice. And then activate Access Code here. This is kind of important here. You have to activate the Update Jammer to attack twice, and then activating the Access Code means they can't respond, so we're going to gain the 3000 attack, and they can't respond. If they do not activate Sanguine at this point, they lose the game. They lose the game anyway, but in case it was an Update Jammer, they wouldn't have lost. So this is going to resolve, we're going to gain, we're going to be able to attack twice, we're going to activate Access Code, banish the Transcode, they're going to activate Sanguine, they're going to set Conk. We're going to go ahead and destroy that too. And we're going to battle phase and attack for 10,600 damage per game. If you let this deck survive, and you don't set up any interruption, the Access Code line will kill you almost every single time. It doesn't matter. If you are not able to completely halt the plays, you are dying pretty much the next turn, 75 to 85% of the time, I'd probably say. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but they're going to set up on you, and it's not going to be a pretty sight. So that's why I really, really like this deck. It's so resilient, and it can just take one card and turn it into 7. It's so fun, but it's a little slow in today's meta because it doesn't set up a huge board. It has to survive that one turn. If it can survive that one turn, doesn't matter anymore. The game's over. And thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. It helps the channel get noticed. I will sell out. It doesn't matter to me. If you like these types of videos, we have tons more on the channel. Please subscribe. You get these kind of videos. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Happy dueling.